But what does Harris do when she's on a campaign trail? She's going to spend more. Go.
By the end of my first term, we will end America's housing shortage by building 3 million new homes and rentals that are affordable for the middle class. My administration will provide first-time home buyers with $25,000 to help with the down payment on a new home. So as president, I'll not only restore that tax cut, but expand it. We will provide $6,000 in tax relief to families during the first year of a child's life.
Notice the word provide. Now, number one, she's not going to build 300 million homes. The government can't build 300 million homes. Okay, it has to be done privately. So that's not going to happen ever. That's just ridiculous. Number two, she's not going to give anybody $25,000 for a down payment on a house. That's unconstitutional. You can't take one group and give them money and then deny another group, which would be everybody else, who maybe is living in a shanty house and would like to move on up like the Jeffersons. You can't. So that's not going to happen. And $6,000 for every kid who's born. I mean, this is so out of control. But people believe it. They believe it. They're not going to get any of that done. Even if the Democrats control Congress, you won't get any of it done. None of it. Okay. The other issue where, let me just back this up. The Economic Innovation Group, EIG, is a bipartisan public policy organization that studies the effect of the economy on the folks, you and me. Okay, that's the Economic Innovation Group. They say that Americans are more reliant on government spending than ever before, which is true. Here are the stats. Okay, in 1970, 8% of all personal money that Americans had came from the government. 8%. Now it's 18%. Now, what does that mean? So that means entitlements, welfare, food stamps, housing subsidies, Social Security. Now people get mad. They go, oh, Social Security is not an entitlement. It is classified that way, even though we've all paid into it, those of us who work, Medicare, whatever. And many senior citizens obviously depend on Social Security. So almost 20% of the population is dependent on the federal government to survive. That's what the progressives want. They want to bump that up to about 40%. See? And so the government would be your benefactor, not private industry. You depend on the government. So that's heading in that direction, and that's where the progressives want it. Interestingly enough, 70% of the counties in Michigan, Georgia, and North Carolina, all vital states, are significantly reliant on the federal government. 70%. In Arizona, 86% of the counties rely on the federal government for a significant portion of their income. So the states that are very heavily dependent on federal subsidies.